In today's video, Hellboy and the BPRD battle the minions of Cthulhu as we play our second game of Hellboy HorrorClix.
Well, hello folks, it's Lee from SkirmishWarGames.com. Welcome to the channel.
Today we're going to play our second game of Hellboy HorrorClix featuring the BPRD, the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. This particular HorrorClix box set was produced by WizKids back in 2007.
Hellboy and company are going to attempt to stop a Cthulhu-esque apocalypse from happening on a stolen research vessel near Point Nemo in the South Pacific. And if you don't know what Point Nemo is, Google it. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, so these guys are on a boat run by cultists. So we got some mystics and some philosophers and some scientists and some engineers and some doctors all working on this thing who have been misled by a cult leader, Morgana. And she says if you go out to this point in the ocean, and we do this special ritual featuring some ancient technology and some lost incantations and some stuff you generally shouldn't mess around with. She says you go out here to the ocean, you do this in this one particular spot, and some neat stuff is going to happen. Well, some neat stuff did happen. And all these deep ones in an Avatar Cthulhu popped out of the gate that they had activated. So now all the cultists are running around like crazy. Basically, they don't want to get consumed by the deep ones in the Avatar that are coming out. And if this machine keeps running for too long, it might even awaken the big guy, you know who's down at the bottom of the ocean in his Crystal City Relaya dreaming. So we don't want that to happen. So basically the BPRD, the Hellboy crew, has been dispatched to this stolen research vessel out in the middle of the ocean, and they've been told, stop the ritual, don't let things go too far, and also you got to stop all these crazy cultists running around. They can't ever get back to civilization because they've seen too much. They know too much, and if they spread any of these ideas to the general population, we're going to have Cthulhu cults all over the world. So normally the Hellboy crew saves victims. In this case, they're killing victims just like anybody else, mostly because the saving mechanic in HorrorClix is a little bit wonky. There aren't as many cards that we can use. So in this case, everybody dies. The Cthulhu people are trying to kill the cultists. Hellboy's trying to kill the cultists, and basically stop anything really bad happening in terms of the old ones coming back out of the ocean. But if Morgana and her crew can kill some cultists and basically maintain control of the vessel, who knows what'll happen. Might be a nice rip in space-time and a bunch of old ones will come pouring out. So that's where we're at. So Lynn, tell us about your crew. Let's take a look at who's going to be basically defending the world.
I've got Liz Sherman.
That's the pyrokinetic, right?
That's the pyrokinetic, yep. Abe Sapien.
All right.
Hellboy.
Hellboy, of course.
Officer 7.
I don't know what you call him, sort of anti-occult secret agent, right?
Yep.
And then who's this?
That is Petra the Archaeologist.
Okay, so she is a archaeologist who's probably fought a few mummies in her day.
Yes.
So she's been recruited to help out in this mission. All right, very cool. So Hellboy is the most expensive unit, and then your other BPRD members are kind of expensive, and these two are kind of the cheap little rookies, so that's maybe your meat shields?
Could be.
Okay. So on the Cthulhu Apocalypse team, we have an Avatar Cthulhu right here. He popped through the gate, and he's causing all kind of carnage. Basically, the cultists are kind of wondering, was this cruise such a great idea to begin with? And what do you mean by something special is going to happen? Then there's two deep ones. They might have just been cruising around in the ocean, so they popped on board, and they're going to try to hunt down some victims. Then we have Morgana, we talked about. She is kind of the blood witch. So she kind of rounded up all these engineers and scientists and philosophers and doctors and said, hey, let's build this crazy machine. Let's do some rituals out on the boat, and let's see what happens. And then Chainsaw, otherwise known as McCullough, he is her familiar / bodyguard. And so these are the two cheaper units. And of course, this is the expensive one, the Avatar. Okay, just quickly for terrain, a couple of our guys are swimmers. Obviously, the deep ones in the Avatar and Abe Sapien can all swim, so they can go in these water areas like it's clear terrain. These green boxes, those are hindering terrain, so you can move into them, but you have to stop, and then when you move out, you're at half speed. This red boxed area and the one inside, those are raised areas. I don't think it's going to come into play, really, because I doubt the final battle is going to be over here, but basically this is one level higher than this, and this is one level higher than this. And then all of these brown boxes here, with the shipping containers and the arcane dimensional portal device, those are all blocking terrain. So you can't move over them, you can't shoot through them, you can't see through them. Now we're going to roll to see who places their monsters first. Then the second player will place their monsters, then the first player will move, and the game will begin. I got a 6.
Got a 5.
Okay. So I'm going to place first. Okay, that's not very fancy, but that's what we're doing. Okay, so the BPRD are going to deploy here behind this line of shipping containers. So they stealthily got onto the ship. How'd they get onto the ship?
We used a little boat to sneak up.
So you ought to look up Point Nemo on the internet. It's kind of interesting. That's where they crash a lot of satellites because it's so far away from any inhabited areas. And also, according to the writings of H.P. Lovecraft, that's where the Cthulhu city, Relia, is supposed to be under the water. So pretty interesting.
They're getting lots of satellites.
They're getting lots of satellites, crashing down on the Crystal City.
To make use of for their...
Yeah, who knows? So you placed your monsters. Any strategy in particular?
Take out all the Cthulhu people before they can call Cthulhu.
Yeah, unfortunately for the cultists, even though they were misled, they've seen too much, so we can't unleash them on the world because the crazy ideas will spawn all kinds of graphic novels and blog posts and YouTube videos, and, it's going to cause carnage. So we'll put a stop to that nonsense. Okay, I'm going to choose a victim. I'm going to choose this one right here. And that is a teacher. This teacher decided apparently that this was a good idea for her sabbatical. So, you going to do anything?
Nope.
All right, you move the teacher right over here. And then...
These deep ones will protect me.
That's right. I wonder if she saw that movie Shape of Water and she thinks that's what this is all about. These guys don't move very fast. Okay, one disadvantage I have with my army is that the only one with a ranged attack is the Blood Witch. Your guys have a lot of guns. I think pretty much everybody's got a gun except for Liz Sherman, and she just throws fireballs. Okay, so my movement is what? 5. So
I'm going to play the heavy textbook.
okay.
The teacher is carrying around those textbooks.
All right, so the teacher has a heavy textbook, which basically says, play this card when the victim is about to be slain, roll a d6, and a roll of 5 or 6, the slaying attempt fails, and the monster is dealt 1 damage from a book to the chin. So 5 or 6. 6. So move the victim 1 space. The deep one
Takes 1
took
damage.
a blow to the chin. The deep one got hit with an old Encyclopedia Britannica, if anyone knows what that is. Well, off to a thrilling start. Terror of the Deep.
So the textbook fell in the water now.
Okay, we're going to say this is the yellow turn, right? So he's going to get a yellow token for moving. This is a 300-point game, so that means we have 3 actions each. I think the Avatar is just going to go for it.
What do we got?
That is the Taker.
The talker is going
I'm
to...
sorry. That is the Talker. Yeah. So the Talker is from the HorrorClix Freak Show expansion. But we put him on here because, hey, he's got the gift of gab. So he must have been a recruiter. Come on this cruise. Going out toward Antarctica, toward Australia. And who knows what'll happen. So anyway, you're going to play a card
He
to try to
has
save
bug
the
spray
But he's got bug spray.
in his pocket because, he was going on this cruise. He didn't want to have any bugs attack him.
Okay. So the Talker has bug spray, which basically says, on a roll of 3 to 6, a slaying attempt fails, and the monster is dealt 1 damage. 5. Okay, so you sprayed the Avatar Cthulhu in the eyes with some bug spray, and then move him 1 square, I guess.
So what are you going to do for your third action?
For the third one, okay, so for my third action for this turn, this deep one is going to go and try to get the teacher again. Anything you want to play? Molotov acid cocktail.
Fry them fish.
Roll. Yeah, it's a fish fry. On 1 or 2, the slaying attempt fails and the monster is dealt an amount of damage equal to the result. On a result of 6, the slaying attempt fails and the victim is removed from the game. So she just jumps overboard rather than being killed by a fish. Okay, so you want a 1 or a 2. 5.
You get the teacher. He is now blooded.
So when your monster is blooded, that means that they can move and attack in 1 action, though the damage for the frenzy attack is just 1. And we got that wrong in the last game. We thought the attack value was 1, but it's actually the damage. So he moved, so he gets a yellow token.
So that's the end of your turn.
Now, one of the mechanics in this game is that once your monster gets 2 tokens, then it has to rest. And in some cases, when it's resting, it's vulnerable to special attacks. Okay, so for your first turn, what are you going to do?
I'm going to take this victim here, who has a movement of 4. Are you going to do anything?
No. So the doctor is running into the embrace of the BPRD thinking, I'll be saved, I'll be saved. You've been corrupted. We have orders. So who are you moving?
Abe Sapien.
Okay.
And he's got a movement of 9.
Fishman. Now if you move straight up into that green area, you have to stop.
I know.
But you can move diagonal.
Right.
Or
Or I
move
can go through the water.
Right. Okay. So he's going to try to kill the doctor.
Yes.
Sorry, man. It's for the greater good.
The doctor's a bit crazed anyway.
The doctor's he's got a bottle of absinthe in one hand and a scalpel in the other. The doctor has a portable defibrillator. That could happen on a boat. Yeah, you know. Play this card when victim's about to be slain. Roll a d6, and a result of 1 to 3, the slaying attempt fails, and the monster is dealt 1 damage. So, where's it? On a 1 to 3. 3.
Okay. The victims are doing a good job.
Yeah. See this guy here?
Yeah.
So Abe gets a shock and a movement token.
Yes.
Okay, who's next on the team?
Petra.
The archaeologist, the rookie archaeologist who's questioning her decision to come along with these guys.
What do you mean? This is right up her alley.
Oh, okay.
It's all new and different. She wants to discover things.
And maybe there's some juicy swag that can be had.
Right.
Those crystals look valuable.
They do. So she's going to head toward that way. Petra has a movement of 6. Let's see who she's got here. She's got the grad student who thought it was a good idea to do her research here.
Is the grad student a male or a female?
Female.
Okay. And we're going to play the always popular hairspray blowtorch. One of my personal favorites. Play this card when a female victim is about to be slain. The monster is dealt 1 damage. If it takes damage, the slaying attempt fails and you can move the victim up to 1 space. Do you have any special resistance on your card?
Nope.
Okay, so she takes 1 damage.
Our cultists are doing very well for themselves.
Yeah. Okay, she gets a token. And some free hairspray.
I guess. You notice it worked.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want to muss your dew when you're out there on the ocean. Okay, there's Liz, the pyrokinetic. What's she up to?
She's going to check out the shrine there that's set up.
Okay.
And she's got a professor.
All right. Professor has a fire axe. We're burning through all of our special cult weapons here in the first turn. So, play this card when victim is about to be slain. Roll a d6 and roll a 5 or 6. The slaying attempt fails and the monster is dealt 1 damage. So, 5 or 6.
Okay.
Hee-ah! No.
He's not very good with his fire axe.
No. So she's
So
blooded.
Liz Sherman is blooded.
How many victims have you killed so far?
Just one. Just
one.
like you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like we said, the victims have been doing very well. The cultists have been doing very well for themselves.
So just to recap, Liz Sherman tried to slay a cultist and succeeded. She got hairspray blowtorch and he got defibrillated. So Hellboy and Agent 7 have not moved yet, so they're going to be up next turn probably, right? Well, maybe. We don't know. Because the other ones can still move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to say this is now turn blue, just to help us remember who's moved and how many actions they've taken. So my last turn, the deep one's tangled with a history teacher, and she whacked one in the chin with a giant textbook. And then the avatar Cthulhu got hit with some bug spray. So the first thing you do is pick a victim. The scientist is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's around the corner?
Come around the corner and, wow, fishmen. Hi, guys. Okay, so this is probably not a very efficient use of the power of the Avatar Cthulhu, but he's not going to take bug spray in the eyes very lightly, so he's going to stomp on the talker. Talk about this.
Watch out!
Play this card when a victim is about to be slain. Roll a d6, and a result of 4 to 6, the slaying attempt fails, and you can move the victim 1 space. So just as the Avatar of Cthulhu is about to pounce on him, somebody goes, "Look out, talker!" So what's he got to roll? 4 to 6, the slaying attempt fails. Okay, so it fails. So you're going to move him 1 space?
Yes.
Oh, the shame. Stomped down with a big scaly foot, and nothing happened. Okay?
He rolled out from underneath the foot.
That's right. The experienced deep one is going to come charging forth and stomp on that scientist.
Look left, dodge right.
Play this card when the victim is about to be slain. On a result of 1 to 3, the slaying attempt fails, and you can move the victim a number of spaces up to or equal to the result. Slaying attempt fails. So you can move him 2 spaces. All right. Yeah, these cultists, I can see why they recruited all these professionals for this jaunt, because they're pretty resilient. They're capable.
So who are you going to move for your third action?
I think Morgana is going to move her Mighty 7. The Avatar Cthulhu needs some backup. He seems to be having trouble up here on the surface world. Bug spray in the eyes. Can't see.
Morgana gets her token.
This was so much easier in the depths. And she gets a token. Okay, your turn. You're half of turn 2, so...
The deep one tried to eat the scientist, so he's going to try to get as far away as possible. 2, 3, 4. He's going around the corner to hide.
Okay. Which peep are you going to move?
So is this in line then? Because it's middle to middle.
As long as it doesn't cross anybody's corner. I presume Abe Sapien is going to be firing at the deep one. But they're brothers. They're brothers in fins. Look at that. They could be from the same family. One has more teeth. So Abe is firing his, his range is 6. So his attack value currently is 10. The deep one's defense is 17. So you have to roll a 7 or better. 8. You got him. Okay. Oh, hang on. There is something though. So the deep one has scales.
Mm-hmm.
So the damage dealt to this monster is reduced by 1.
Okay, so it's 1 damage.
Okay, so 1 click. So that's Abe. Okay, so then for your second action.
So Petra and Liz are both going to rest, so I'm not going to use them.
Okay. Okay, who's moving?
Officer 7.
Officer 7.
He has a movement of 6.
Okay. Okay, he landed on somebody. Who did he land on?
He landed on the lab assistant.
Okay, so the lab assistant is hiding there by the arcane device. I have nothing.
Okay, he is blooded.
Okay. Your government at work. Okay, so what's Big Red going to do then?
Hellboy has a movement of 8. He's going to take this one, which is the psychiatrist.
How much was the speed of the psychiatrist?
3.
3. So I do have a card I can play.
Okay.
It's called Terror Sprint. Play this card when a victim with a speed value of 4 or less is about to be slain. Roll a d6. On a roll of 5 or 6, the slaying attempt fails, and you can move the victim up to 2 spaces. So he gets a burst of adrenaline. So 5 or 6. 5.
So you can move him up to 2 spaces.
Right. Gonna run that away. And wouldn't you, under similar circumstances?
Yes. Okay.
So Hellboy attempted to take care of a cultist and failed. Officer 7 was successful. Yeah, and then over here, Abe Sapien was trying to get some fish and chips and shot that deep one.
So at the end of the turn, everyone with green gets to remove their tokens because they rested.
Now it's turn yellow.
Yep. You have 2 that have to rest,
Right.
so you can only move your other 3.
Yeah, that's right. I have a deep one here that needs to rest, and I have the Avatar Cthulhu that needs to rest.
Who's your monster, your victim that you're going to move?
The talker. You going to do anything to prevent the talker from moving?
Nope.
He's going to move right there. Yeah, she's going to use the talker for a snack.
Snack away.
All right. Mmm, delicious. Smells like carnival. Okay, so she's blooded, finally. And then these guys got to rest, whether they want to or not. Okay, so McCullough has a movement of 5. He's not very speedy. But he's going to go this way.
And then what are you going to do
1,
with your
2,
deep one?
and then the deep one. Okay, that deep one is a movement of 5. So yeah, you watch the first guy get shot, so now he's going to take a somewhat safer route. So your turn, and pick your victim, I guess.
I'm going to move the doctor.
Okay, so you're moving the doctor. I'm going to play Frozen with Fear.
Okay.
Play this card when a chosen victim is selected. The chosen victim can't be moved.
Very well. Okay, and Abe is going to rest because he doesn't have a choice.
Abe's got lined up with a whole bunch of victims there. Tasty victims.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Liz has a movement of 6. Liz is going to take the scientist out, the twisted scientist.
Well, he got involved with the wrong people, and he's seen too much. So yeah, I guess he's gone. You're getting a lot more victims than I am. That's your 3rd victim.
You have 2.
You're better. Apparently, the BPRD is better at killing cultists than the Cthulhu people are. So go figure that out. Okay, who's next? Petra the Archaeologist, huh?
Yeah, Petra the Archaeologist is going to try to throw the grad student overboard.
Okay. Can't do much about that. So
Okay.
that'll be an education.
Mm-hmm. And that is all I'm going to do.
Okay.
These guys are going to rest.
Now it's the blue turn.
So anyone with a green
Is now clear.
is now clear.
This deep one.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. Oh no, and your Cthulhu.
And the Avatar Cthulhu. And the Avatar. So, my turn. I think we're going to choose this victim right here.
Okay.
And that is the lab assistant. And he has a movement of 3. You can do anything?
No.
So he's going to move this. He's mesmerized by the giant green thing with wings over here.
And your Blood Witch has to rest, so go ahead and put a green one on her.
Yeah, Morgana's got to rest. And the Avatar is going to move. It's going to consume the lab assistant. Gulp. Humans are delicious. Haven't had one in millennia. Okay.
He gets a blue token.
He gets a blue token. The experienced deep one is blooded, so he can move and attack. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And attack Abe Sapien.
Okay.
Of course, now he's in there with Liz.
Mm-hmm.
And his attack is 9.
And my defense is 15 plus 2. Oh, wait. Do I have life 3 reflexes? Yep. Plus 2.
So 17. So I need to 8 or better. 5. Nothing. Okay, and McCullough is going to move. Not terribly fast. 5. So who didn't move?
Blood didn't move.
Blood didn't move.
He didn't move.
He didn't move, so he gets a green token. So I moved McCullough, the experienced deep one, and then the Avatar Cthulhu. They moved. All right. Okay, so for your victim, you're going to move the psychiatrist.
I think. Let's see. Yes, I'm going to move the psychiatrist.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
So he's going to try to find a position of relative safety behind the shipping container.
Mm-hmm.
But he's between Hellboy and Agent 7.
Mm-hmm. He did manage to sneak by Hellboy, though, because Hellboy was concentrating on the Cthulhu avatar.
There's a big brawl kind of over in this area. So what are you? What are you going to do?
Liz is going to take her free action and do 1 damage to your deep one.
Okay, so she gets a free smolder.
So he takes 1 damage.
All right. Of course, I did smolder some of your people last time.
Mm-hmm.
A fish fry.
And she's just going to rest.
And she's going to rest. Okay. Okay, who is your next movement?
Hellboy. And he's got a range of 6.
So he's going to shoot the Avatar Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
And his defense is 17.
His attack is 10, so 7 or better.
Okay. Damage dealt to this monster is reduced by 1 because he's got stamina.
But not from him. Stone fist damage from the attack is penetrating damage. So 7 or better.
Or 7 or better. And he got him. Okay, so how many damage is that?
3.
3? This may be a short game. All right, give him a marker.
And then the archaeologist is going to rest. Abe is going to attack.
Okay, so Abe is next to the deep one, so he's going to attack. What is his attack value?
His attack value is 10.
His defense is 15, plus he's got scales, which reduces damage by 1.
It's a good thing he's got 2 damage.
Okay.
5.
5, okay, you got him.
So 1 damage.
Okay. Still alive. Okay, so Abe attacked, Hellboy attacked, Liz rested, the archaeologist is resting, and so you're going to move Agent 7, right?
Yep. He's going to take the psychiatrist.
Okay.
Unless you have a card you want to use.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so that is your turn. That is your devastating turn.
That is my turn. So now all the green ones get to have their tokens removed.
Okay, so this deep one gets to rest. He's rested. The Blood Witch has rested. She was full because she had just eaten the talker.
Yeah. Which victim are you going to move?
Well, that's a good question. All right, I'm going to move this one here.
Okay.
That is the nurse. She moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Move right there. Okay, for my first turn, my first monster movement, the Avatar Cthulhu. Chomp. This guy has to rest. He doesn't have a choice. So McCullough's got to rest. You can try to save the doctor?
Nope.
All right. Okay, like it or not, we better try to whittle down some of these guys. So we're going to go ahead and attack. This guy here is going to attack Abe Sapien.
Okay. His defense is 15 and your attack is 7.
Okay. So 8 or better. 2, critical miss. Well.
So he gets a yellow token.
He gets a yellow token.
So are you going to move your Blood Witch?
Well, I just moved this guy and this guy and this guy. So that's
so you
all
can't.
3.
Okay. Very good.
So that's all 3. That's my move.
Okay.
And this guy rested. So he's free to chainsaw at will.
So he's in combat now because he's adjacent to him, so
Right.
he can't move out of it. Okay.
Right.
Very good.
All right. So what victim are you going to pick?
I'm going to pick this one. He's got a movement of 4. He's going to try to run away through there.
This scientist is going to flee.
Yeah, he's going to flee.
The better part of valor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then Liz gets her free smolder, so she burns the deep one. We have made a little error there. So on Liz Sherman's card, it says that smolder Beginning of your turn, as a free action, this monster deals 1 damage. This monster deals 1 damage to each adjacent opposing monster. And then the deep one has scales, stamina. Damage dealt to this monster is reduced by 1. So I would read that as
Okay.
he can't be smoldered while his scales are active.
Okay.
Okay, so she smoldered, but he had scales, so that's his bupkis.
Okay.
Now that we've kind of clarified that, yeah, the best thing that she could do would be to try to break off.
Mm-hmm.
So to break away, once you're locked in combat, you have to roll a d6 and get a result of 4 to 6. If she gets a result of 1 to 3, then she doesn't break away, and she gets an action token.
Right. So Abe Sapien is going to attack that deep one. So he's got an attack of 10, and you have a defense of 7. Oh no, sorry, defense of 15, so 5 or better.
Okay, so Abe got him.
And that other one has scales too, right?
Right.
Okay.
They're scaly. That's all they have. So the deep ones, they're slow. They don't shoot. They do have scales. That's about all they got going for them.
Okay.
So that's Abe. So who's next?
Petra.
Petra.
So Petra is has a range of 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, she's not close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's not close enough.
Short. No, is she blooded?
She is blooded.
So she could race up and hack him with her machete.
Okay, that will work. Ta-da!
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Yep.
Okay, there's a big brouhaha by the shipping containers. Which one's she attacking, first of all? That one, the red one. And his defense is 17.
And her attack is 8.
Okay, so 9 or better. Nope.
So I should not have done that. But that's okay.
Well, you don't know. I mean, you've been rolling very well on your attack dice.
No, I mean, I should have just moved 1, so I could have just sat there and picked at him.
Oh, well, you could have done that too. But you didn't do that.
No, I didn't.
If you'd succeeded in your attack, you would have thought you're a tactical genius.
I'm going to try to break away with Liz Sherman.
Right.
So what do I need to roll?
A 4 to 6.
On one day.
Right. Nope. But she gets a token. Her consolation prize is...
Is a token. Well,
a token.
It wouldn't matter if I attacked anyway, because I can't damage him.
Okay, so Agent 7 and Hellboy are both rested, so they get their tokens taken off. And that's the end of your turn. Okay, so I'm going to pick my victim, and I'm going to move this scientist here, who moves, what, 4? Mm-hmm. He's back where he was. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on. All right, so here's the big fight. I think this deep one's got to rest. So I'll just give him a green now. There's his green. Who else gets a green? The Avatar Cthulhu gets a green. He can't do anything. So this deep one here, the veteran, is going to attack the archaeologist. He's going to attack Petra. His attack value is 10. Her defense is 15. I got a 10. So I hit the archaeologist.
Okay. When an attack succeeds against this monster, roll a result of 4 to 6. The monster evades the attack.
Okay. So yeah, so she evaded the attack. Good for her. Good for Petra. I suppose it's McCullough's time to shine. Rev up that chainsaw. And his movement is not that great. It's only 5. But he's going to cleave that victim there.
Okay.
Can you do anything about it?
No.
Okay. So that was the nurse. And he gets a token.
Okay.
So he's blooded. So now everybody's blooded, fortunately. And there's a big scuffle here. So we got 1, 2, 3. 3 each, right? Mm-hmm. In the big cluster there. And then my other person who can move is the Blood Witch. And she moves 7. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she's gone on the elevated platform.
So now it's my turn.
And she gets a token. All right. Well, I guess the only victim you can move is the scientist. Is that the last victim left?
I believe so.
Okay. So he's going back to his hidey hole between the shipping containers. Okay. Who's your move?
Hellboy. He's got a movement of 8.
Great.
Scientist.
The poor scientist.
Did you want to do anything?
No, I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
Okay. All right, now the only one that's not blooded is Abe Sapien.
Okay, so Hellboy ran around the shipping containers and squashed the poor scientist with his big stony fist. Okay, so over here in the barroom brawl. Okay, so Abe Sapien is resting.
And Petra is going to try to attack the deep one.
Okay.
So Petra has an attack of 8, and you have a defense of 17.
Okay, so Petra is attacking the deep one with her machete. She's got to roll a 9 or better.
Ooh,
2,
critical fail.
miss.
All right,
Okay,
great.
So, but she does get a token.
Great. Okay.
So who else?
Liz is going to rest,
Okay,
and that's my turn.
and that's it. All right, any greenies get cleared. That includes the Avatar,
Okay.
who is not the scourge of the earth I thought he was going to be. He's not really used to these modern ways.
So what are you going to do?
Well, let's see, what is her movement? Her movement is 7. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Take her token with her
Okay.
and attack Hellboy.
Oh, because she's blooded. Okay.
Yeah. Her attack is 10.
His defense is 17.
Okay. Nope. Okay, so now that the Blood Witch has done the frontal assault, then the Avatar will come around the back. And he's blooded, so he's going to attack. And his attack is 8.
Against 17.
So he needs a 9. 9. Got him.
Okay, so, and he's got stamina, so it's 1 less damage.
Yeah.
But you do 3 damage, don't you?
Well, because he moved and attacked.
Oh, he only
It's a
does 1, so
frenzy.
he doesn't
He
do
does
any
1.
damage.
Hang on, no. He's got spree. So this monster gets +1 to damage value for each slain victim token on his card. So he's got 2.
So he gets 3
So
damage.
it's 3 damage.
Wow. And what other nastiness are you going to do?
Well, so I suppose over here on the cluster, well, this guy gets a green.
Mm-hmm.
This deep one is going to attack Liz Sherman.
Okay, and I'm going to play the Matrix of Relaya.
Okay.
Relaya.
The Matrix of Relaya. Okay. Play this card when a monster you control is the target of a close combat attack. Choose another monster you control to switch places with the target. The new monster becomes the target of the attack instead. That was pretty darn clever. Liz Sherman opened up a portal and teleported, so she's over there by the Avatar Cthulhu, and Hellboy is over here by the deep one.
So now you're attacking Hellboy.
Okay. My attack is 6. Your defense is 15. So I need a 9 or better.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do it. But I get a token. So I moved the Blood Witch. I moved the Avatar. I attacked with the deep one. You did a teleportation switcheroo over here.
Mm-hmm. So you did your 3. So does the Blood Witch have Stonehide or anything like that?
No, she's got Snack and Vampiric. So if she can attack and do some damage, she gets to heal. And now you're just going to smolder all over the place, huh?
Yeah, he has scales or whatever though, doesn't he?
The Avatar? Mm-hmm. He has stamina. Damage dealt to this monster is reduced by 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to see what's happening here. So Liz is smoldering, right? She gets her free smolder. The Avatar Cthulhu is immune to such things because he's got stamina, but the Blood Witch does not. So she gets singed. Hot, hot, hot. Like being in a toaster.
Mm-hmm. So Liz Sherman is going to attack the Blood Vamp.
Okay.
Morgana. Attack is 8.
Her defense is 15. So you need a 7 or better. And you didn't do it. But you do get a token.
So, my archaeologist has to rest. Hellboy is going to attack the deep one, and he's got Cabal power,
Okay.
which modifies his attack by one for every of one of his Cabal adjacent to the victim. So,
Oh, yeah, that's good. Look at that. They got to be in his Cabal. So Abe Sapien is in his Cabal. Petra is not, because his Cabal is BPRD. Yeah, so that's good. Still, you get a +1.
and damage from this attack is penetrating.
Okay.
So the scales don't do anything.
Ignore the scales. Defense is 14. What's your attack?
9 + 1, so 4 or better.
4 better. 2. 5. Okay, you got it.
Okay,
And how much damage you do?
2.
2.
Yep.
All right. You knocked his scales off. He has no more scales.
Well, that's helpful.
Could have used that earlier, huh?
Okay, Abe Sapien is going to attack him as well.
Okay.
And his attack is 10. What's his defense? 12.
Down to 12.
So 2 or better.
His attack is 10? It is. Wow. Abe is a death machine. Okay, so he got him.
And no scales, so 2.
2 clicks. This might be the end of him. Wow. Attack of 10. Abe has got a lot of finesse. Oh, you killed him. So, my turn.
Liz won't be around long.
We got the big battle here between the shipping containers. Yeah, she teleported, but it was out of the frying pan into the fire.
True.
Though it did put Hellboy over here, which allowed her to,
Him to take out the deep one.
yeah. All right. The Blood Witch needs to rest. And then the Avatar Cthulhu is going to attack Liz Sherman. So her defense is 14. His attack is 8. So he needs a 7 or better. He needs to connect with this one. So he got a 9. So yeah, he does 3 damage plus 2 because he's got 2 victims. So 5. Okay, so she's still around. McCullough is going to attack the archaeologist. Is he purple? You see any purple there?
He's got purple, yeah, on
Okay.
his movement.
Targets of this monster's attack get -1 to their defense values. I forgot that before. So his attack is 10.
Her defense is 14.
-1 is 13. So he needs a 3 or better, and she's probably going to dodge it anyway. 2!
No.
Critical miss.
Nice.
So,
That's awesome.
And then the deep one, I guess will attack Abe Sapien. Yeah, he'll attack the archaeologist. What the heck? His attack is 10. What's her defense?
15.
Yeah, he got her, but she's going to dodge. Did she dodge?
4 to 6 is a dodge, yes.
Okay. Well, that's special.
So you attacked with your 3.
Right.
So now it's my turn. So Hellboy has to rest. I'm going to attack the deep one.
Okay.
So his defense is 17 and her attack is 8. So is that a 9 or better? Nope.
Okay. Well, she does get a token.
Yay! And Abe is going to attack the deep one as well.
Okay.
His attack is 10 versus 17 is
Yeah, who knew Abraham Sapien was such a death machine?
8.
Yeah, he got him.
So he got him, so 1 damage. Because of the scales.
Okay. So she was going to attack with Liz Sherman, but she just looked at her damage counter, and now Liz Sherman's damage is 0.
So
she's
there's no
been
point in
wounded.
attacking, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to move Agent 7 instead. So I guess Agent 7 just been hiding over here waiting for his opportunity to pounce. He is near the infernal machine and sneaking up on the Avatar, huh? Or who knows what it'll do.
Your Cabal leader has to rest, so I'm giving him a green token.
Okay.
And so does your chainsaw dude.
Okay, he's got to rest. All right, well, I think the Blood Witch feels like she needs a snack. So she's going to attack Liz Sherman. And her attack value is 9.
Her defense value is 14.
Okay, so 5 or better. We need this one. 4! Ah! Okay. So, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I got one guy who can move, and that's the deep one. And I guess he will attack... God, both of you guys are so slippery. I guess he'll try attacking the archaeologist again. Eventually I got to get through. She keeps dodging, though. And his attack value is 9.
And her defense is 15.
So I got it. 1 to 3, 1 to 3. No, she dodged it again. That's crazy. Okay, well, we do what we can. All right, so he's got to rest next turn.
Abe has to rest, so he's getting a rest token.
Okay. So you get a free smolder. I really did need my snack, but I didn't get it because I couldn't roll a 5 on 2 dice. So
Hellboy is going to attack your avatar. He's going to shoot him. He's got a range of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So his attack is 9.
Defense is 16. Miss. Could use a miss.
7.
Okay, you got him.
And I have slash right now, so if the attack succeeds, roll a d6 before dealing damage. Replace the monster's damage value with the result.
Okay.
Since I only have 2, I can hopefully get higher than that.
Yeah. 1.
No damage.
1, yeah, and then he's got his resilience, so no damage.
Because I don't have Stone Fist. So that kind of sucked.
Great.
No, that was not great.
That was the power of the elder gods.
My archaeologist, Petra, is going to attack the chainsaw guy.
She's going to attack McCullough? It's the machete versus the chainsaw in a battle royale.
So 8 versus 13.
You 5 or better.
5 or better.
Okay, you got him.
Let's see, do I have blue? No, I don't.
Okay.
So just 1 damage then.
Okay. Okay, so who are you moving?
Agent
7, the mysterious Agent 7 who's kind of been sitting things out. Oh, he's going to get into the fray, huh? Okay.
Okay, so anyone who rested.
Gets cleared. Okay, McCullough gets cleared. The Avatar Cthulhu gets cleared. Okay, well, the Avatar Cthulhu is going to try to take his displeasure out on poor Liz Sherman. So his attack is 8, her defense is 14. So he needs a 6 or better. And 9, so he got it. So the damage
So
he does
dead.
is, okay,
I'm pretty sure.
she's snuffed out like a
I'm
candle.
pretty sure. 1. Yeah. She only
Okay,
had 1 hit.
so that's the
left.
end of Liz Sherman.
Yep. Take a token, please.
Take a token.
We're on blue.
Okay, so he did kill somebody. The Blood Witch is not in his cabal.
Oh, okay. But the deep one is.
Yeah. So he's going to heal that deep one by 1 point. So the Blood Witch is going to move 6. And attack Agent 7. Her attack is 8.
His defense is 15.
7 or better. 6, of course. All right, and then the last one left is McCullough. But his attack is 10. Defense value is -1 for you, so what is that?
Defense value is -1.
Yeah.
14.
So McCullough is going to attack the archaeologist. Someday she won't be able to dodge. Someday he'll connect. 6, so 16, so he hits. And then you're going to try to dodge again. And you dodged. Okay. All right.
Hellboy is going to attack the deep one.
So his attack is 9. Deep one's defense is 17.
Okay, Spree. Modify the monster's damage value by +1 for each victim token on its card.
How many victims does he have?
1.
Okay.
So I gotta roll a
8 or better.
8 or better.
8. You got him.
Okay.
How much damage are you doing? So actually that should have been you frenzied, so your damage would have been 1 plus
Plus
1
one is
because of the
2.
guy on your card.
Yeah. Minus 1 for your scales, right?
Right. All right.
And he gets a token. All right, Abe is going to attack the deep one.
Okay.
And his attack is 10,
Defense is now 16.
so 6 or better.
You got him.
So 1 damage.
How much damage does Abe do? 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Is that all your peeps?
So he has to rest.
Okay, so Agent 7 is taking a rest. Okay.
Okay.
So on mine,
Green get freed.
So the deep one is freed up. Avatar is going to move 5 and get Agent 7.
Okay.
So his attack value is 8. Agent 7's defense is 15. So 7 or better. Critical hit. So that adds 1 to the damage. Okay, so he frenzied. So that means damage for the attack is only 1. Plus 1 for the critical hit. And then plus 2 because he's got 2 victims on his card because of his power. So that's 4. You get him? He's still alive?
He's still alive.
So he gets a yellow token. And the Blood Witch is going to attack. And her attack is 8.
His defense is 13.
So 5 or better. God. She just wants a snack. Just one little snack. And can't do it. Okay. And then the deep one. God, everyone's so slippery. I guess he'll attack Hellboy. His attack is 9. Hellboy's defense is 15. So 6 or better. 11. Got him.
Damage dealt to this monster is reduced by 1.
Okay. So normally he does 3 damage. So that's 2. And he gets a token.
Okay, so now it's my turn.
Yeah, I believe it's your turn. So does anybody get a green? I guess Chainsaw
Hellboy.
didn't do anything.
Hellboy has to rest too.
Chainsaw didn't do anything, so I guess he's resting.
Officer 7 is going to attack the Blood Witch.
Okay. His attack is 7.
Okay,
And her defense is 14.
so 7 or better.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, modify the monster's damage value by plus 1 for every victim token on his card. He's got 3.
Oh, okay. So his damage is 4. Wow, that's good because it's only 1 to start with.
Does he have blue on him?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's 4.
Okay, so 4. Well, she didn't get her snack. Oh, she's still there though. She's still hanging in there.
Abe Sapien is going to attack the deep one.
Deep one's defense is 15.
Okay. And his attack is 10, so 5 or better.
Okay. You got him.
Okay.
And you're doing 2 damage, which is reduced to 1.
Please lose your scales. Please lose your scales. Please lose your scales.
Still got scales.
Damn it. Okay. The archaeologist is going to attack your chainsaw.
Okay. His defense is 12. Her attack is 8. And she missed. But she gets a token.
Gee, that's so nice. Okay. So all the resters get their tokens off.
All right. So chainsaw. So this game sort of evolved into a slugfest at the very end.
So your 2 over there can't attack.
So Avatar has to rest.
Blood Witch has to rest.
Both of these people have to rest. So that just leaves Chainsaw. Well, leaves the
Deep
all right,
one and chainsaw.
Deep one. Well, Chainsaw will attack this stupid archaeologist again. Attack of 10 versus a defense of 15. So I hit her. Aha! So his attack value is only 1, but gas-powered carnage. If the attack succeeds, roll a d6 before dealing damage. Replace this monster's damage value with the result. So we need a high number. 4, so 4 clicks. When she turned the dial for the archaeologist, an hourglass came up under the movement. So next turn you can't move. You can still attack, but you're going to have to sit one turn of movement out. Okay, so that was chainsaw. And then the deep one will attack the archaeologist as well. That is an attack of 8 versus your defense of 11. So 3 or better. So an 11, so got her.
What's his damage?
His damage is 3. That's the end of the archaeologist. And he gets a token. So chainsaw did his thing. The deep one did his thing. And then the avatar did his thing. And I guess that's my turn.
Abe has to rest. My Officer 7 is going to attack the Blood Witch.
Okay. His attack is 7. Her defense is 11. Okay, you got her.
Mm-hmm. So Righteous, modify the monster's damage value by 1 for every victim on his card, so 4.
4. And she's dead.
Finally.
That's the end of the Blood Witch. She got 1 snack, and that was it. She couldn't get any other snacks.
Hellboy is going to attack the deep one.
Okay. Okay, deep one's defense is 14. Hellboy's attack is 10. So we got him.
And is his thing red?
Damage 2. His fist is red.
So roll a d6 before dealing damage. Replace this with the...
Okay.
Last time that sucked.
6.
This time it didn't.
All right. So I think...
That's 5.
So you're doing 6 damage. I think you just crushed.
Minus 1 is 5.
-1 for scales, unless you're doing penetrating or something, but...
No. Because I don't have Stone Fist.
Oh, okay. You squashed him into fish sticks. That's the end of the deep one.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
Because Abe
All right.
can't attack.
Okay, so the Avatar rested, so he's feeling better about things. The Avatar is attacking Officer 7. He has an attack of 8. Your defense is 13.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 or better. 5.
But he does have martial arts.
Oh, okay. Did that just show up?
Yep.
Okay, so now that he's wounded, his martial arts kick in, apparently.
Yes.
So he dodged. Well. Okay, so Chainsaw is going to run up and attack Hellboy. Attack of 10, defense of 14. 3, I missed. How could I miss? But I missed. Okay. And then that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, so Hellboy is going to attack Chainsaw.
Okay. So Hellboy's attack is 10. Chainsaw's defense is 12. So he gets a +1 because Abe's
So I
right
need to
there.
roll
Yeah.
a 1 or better.
But you can miss with a double 1.
True.
Okay, so you got him.
Oh, slash, yeah. Okay.
4. I think that's going to be into Chainsaw. Well, he's got 3 hourglasses. So you conked him pretty good. He's not dead yet, but he can't do anything next turn. He's just got to wait.
Abe is going to attack Chainsaw.
All right.
So what's his defense?
Chainsaw, I guess he doesn't have many. He's on his butt, so I guess you just don't roll a double 1.
Okay. His attack is 2.
Oh, you know what that is?
What?
It's like in the horror movies. You kill him, and you think he's dead, but then he pops back to life, and then you got to kill him again. You ever seen that in a horror movie?
That's horrid. So he's not dead.
No,
just
he's dead.
Oh, okay.
You did 2 damage. When you click it once, he's back to life, back to full power, and then you kill him again, and he's dead. So that's the end of Chainsaw. Most of the minions of Cthulhu have been wiped from the deck of the HMS Rahab, here the stolen research vessel, but Avatar Cthulhu is going to try to get one last swipe in. His attack is 8. Officer 7's defense is 13, but he has martial arts, which means he'll probably dodge it anyway. So I hit. And I would do 5 clicks, but you dodged. Okay. So.
Okay, so Officer K is going to attack Cthulhu.
Officer K. Officer 7.
Officer 7. Officer
Okay.
7 is going to attack Cthulhu. So his attack is 7, your defense is 16, so a 9 or better.
Yeah, that martial arts is really tricky.
Got an 11.
You got an 11.
So he gets, is he still blue? He's still blue, yes.
Yeah.
So he
So he
gets
gets a damage bonus for every victim that he killed, every cultist that he sent to a watery grave.
and so that's 3, 4.
Okay.
And you have scales, right?
He's got resilience. Oh, he doesn't have resilience. He's wounded out of his resilience. Oh, okay. Killed him. Officer 7, because of his because he slaughtered so many cultists, killed the Avatar of Cthulhu because of his damage bonus. So you can put that here. So that is the end of our Hellboy versus Cthulhu adventure. How many cultists did you get? I got 6 cultists. So you must have gotten 6.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the problem was that Blood Witch could not hit anything, could not hit a darn thing, and those darn martial artists kept dodging all the attacks.
Yeah, the deep one kept getting dodged.
That was really tough.
It was not looking good for me there for a while, until I switched Liz and Hellboy. That helped.
Yeah, the dimensional gate kind of helped, huh?
That really helped, because I think otherwise the things would have been different, because you would have killed off Hellboy because he was pinned.
Did Hellboy and the BPRD, do they have any moral qualms about killing all those cultists? Because they normally save people.
They were all tainted by the experiments they did, so they were turning into little Cthulhians.
Well, they would have spread their dogma all over the planet, so probably good it worked out the way it did. Apparently Cthulhu will not be waking from his crystal chamber anytime soon. Now you've got all this nice technology, you can take it back to headquarters and do some fun stuff with it. Open the gate.
Deconstruct it and see if we can make it into something
Why
worthwhile.
don't you tinker with it right now? It's like, I wonder what this does.
Tinker, tinker, tinker.
Well, folks, as always, thank you so much for checking in. If you like what we do here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please give this video a big thumbs up and visit us online at our website, skirmishwargames.com.